Look what I got, everybody.
Newspapers? Did you find a portal back to the 1990s?
Now, if he had that, he'd be trying to prevent NSYNC from breaking up.
Oh, please, I'm glad they broke up. Otherwise, Justin would never have brought Sexy back.
One thing you can't get on an iPad, the smell of ink and paper. One more reason iPads are better.
They reviewed my planetarium show. Yeah, it's on page 3 of the Arts and Leisure section.
Oh, look, they still have Far Side. Well, I don't get that one.
Oh, he's pushing when he should be pulling.
I don't think he belongs in that gifted school then.
What are you doing?
Making a boat. When I was a kid, my dad showed me how.
Well, you'll do anything to avoid reading.
Guys, it's under things to do this weekend.
I can't find it. What does it say?
That is a thing to do this weekend.
That's great, Raj. Congratulations.
You know, while we're bragging, the Journal of Prosthetic Medicine just wrote up the project that Howard and I are working on.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Oh, it just came out. It's just a little blurb.
Oh, well, good for you. You know, Bert and I have started isolating zircons from meteorites for our dark matter search.
Oh, well, how nice. Everyone's doing impressive work.
What have you been working on these days?
Whoa, where'd that come from?
Where did what come from?
I try to be supportive, and you break out the hot lights and the rubber hose.
I just asked what you've been working
Oh, my
on.
God, let it go. Can you believe this guy?
I did it! See, it's a boat. It's also a hat.
15 at the arc light.
Well, that doesn't give us much time to eat.
We can eat afterwards.
I'm not gonna eat at 10 at night. Who am I, Hemingway?
Why do you think Hemingway ate at 10?
They spent a lot of time in Spain. They eat dinner late.
You also spent a lot of time in Florida. Last time I was there, people were eating dinner at like 4:30.
You guys know that Hemingway had cats with 6 toes?
6 toes per foot or 6 toes total?
Okay, it's official. We're never going to see the Avengers.
Guys, just come on, make a decision. I'm good with eating after.
I'm kind of hungry now.
Yeah, me too.
Then we'll eat before.
Okay, so then we can see the 3D at 9 or the 2D at 9:30.
3D. If I'm gonna see Thor, I want to feel like I could lick those abs.
Actually, 3D kind of makes me queasy.
No, but we have to see it in 3D. We saw part 1 in 3D, and the 2D part 2 is not the part 2 of the 3D part 1.
He's got you there, Leonard. Or he doesn't. I don't really care anymore.
Okay, then we'll go see it in 3D.
No, sweetie, you shouldn't do things that make you feel bad.
I'm doing this.
And of course he is. He is a textbook satisficer.
It's not even a word.
Yes, it is. According to Nobel Prize-winning economist Herbert Simon, satisficing is a decision-making strategy whereby a person accepts whatever available option is satisfactory rather than seeking out a course of action that would make him happiest, as I just did when I explained what satisficing was.
He's right. No one wanted to hear that. He knew it, yet he plowed ahead.
I'm just trying to find a plan that makes everyone happy.
Except you.
Yeah, Leonard, what would make you happy?
I can tell you about satisficing again.
You know, what would make me happy is if we just stop talking about this and see whatever movie you guys want to see whenever you want to see it.
Okay. But next time, we get to pick. Leonard, when are you leaving to pick your mother up from the airport?
Oh, well, let's see. Her plane gets in at 3, figure half an hour to get her luggage, so never.
Never. Isn't that usually when you go to the gym?
Are you really not going to pick up your mother?
No, it's fine. She likes to take a cab or a shuttle. That way she can meet people.
Well, that's kind of nice.
Yeah, she always says that a stranger is just a person whose emotional weak point you haven't found yet.
Your mom is the best. Hey, maybe I should pick her up.
You don't drive.
That's what makes you and me a great team. Go get your keys.
You can't pick her up. That'll make me look like a bad son.
I imagine that's one of the things we'll talk about on the ride. That and Amy's recent reluctance to use turn signals.
We were in a parking garage.
Come on, she gave birth to you.
Fine, I'll pick her up.
Good, I'll go with you.
I call backseat.
Oh, I don't want to be the only one who doesn't go. I'll just sit here afraid that you're all talking about me.
We're not going to talk about you.
Well, that's my other fear.
This is crazy. I can pick her up by myself.
So it's just you?
So if any of you are considering going into experimental physics, my door is always open. Once again, I'm sorry that the demonstration didn't quite work out, but now we know what happens when you accidentally spill peach Snapple into a helium neon laser. Short answer is don't. And now, to tell you about the theoretical physics department, is Dr. Sheldon Cooper. Dr. Cooper.
Forget it.
Excuse me. Sheldon, we both agreed to do this.
It's a waste of time. I might as well explain the laws of thermodynamics to a bunch of labradoodles.
If you don't do this, I won't take you to the comic book store.
Hello. Nice work with the laser, by the way. Looking out at your fresh young faces, I remember when I, too, was deciding my academic future as a lowly graduate student. Of course, I was 14 and had already achieved more than most of you could ever hope to, despite my 9 o'clock bedtime. Now, there may be one or two of you in this room who has what it takes to succeed in theoretical physics, although it's more likely that you will spend your scientific careers teaching fifth graders how to make papier-mâché volcanoes of baking soda lava.
Oh, good God.
In short, anyone who told you that you would someday be able to make any significant contribution to physics played a cruel trick on you, a cruel trick indeed. Any questions? Of course not. I weep for the future of science. Now, if you'll excuse me, the latest issue of Batman is out. Come, Leonard.
Laser demonstration's looking pretty good now, huh?
Okay. Are you from the Star Wars universe?
Yes.
Were you in the original trilogy?
Yes.
Is there a picture of you in my wallet wearing a metal bikini?
God, I hope not. No, I'm not Princess Leia.
Okay, my turn. Are you in all 6 Star Wars movies?
Yes.
Interesting. Are you a droid?
Yes.
Do you kind of look like a shiny Sheldon?
Yes.
C-3PO!
You got it.
That's preposterous. I do not resemble C-3PO. Don't get me wrong, I'm flattered. I just don't see it.
Leslie Winkle. You've reached Friends with Benefits. For a booty call, press 1 now.
What exactly does that expression mean, friends with benefits? Does he provide her with health insurance?
No. Look, imagine you maintained a friendship with someone you had sex with, but you were free to date whoever you wanted.
I'm sorry, I can't imagine any of that.
All right, back to the game.
I believe it's my turn. You may begin your questions whenever you're ready.
Are you Spock?
I don't like this game.
So, where were we?
Aren't you leaving for your booty call?
No, it was something else. Why does everything have to be about sex with you? Come on. Whose turn is it?
We're up to you.
Great, just start.
Okay, let's see. Are you from a TV series?
She dumped me.
I bet he's someone from Babylon 5. We're never gonna get it.
Will you please turn your shirt off?
What? I'm giving myself dramatic entrance music. People will know I'm awesome and to be feared.
All right, there's nothing more awesome and frightening than a man who's got music blasting from between his nipples.
Hey, Stuart, what's going on?
Well, you might want to mark your Google calendars. Stan Lee is coming to do a signing on Thursday.
Did he finally write a sequel to his autobiography? I'm sure ages 79 through 87 were just action-packed.
No, just a regular comic signing. My uncle is his dermatologist, and Stan's doing him a favor.
Oh, I don't want to know that. How can I possibly discuss with Stan Lee the scientific foundations for interstellar flight on a silver surfboard when part of my brain will be scanning his face for signs of contagious skin disease?
Stan Lee does not have a contagious skin disease.
Well, look who thinks he's Stuart's uncle now.
Can't believe it. Gonna meet Stan Lee.
I'm sad to say I taught him those moves.
Ma, calm down. Listen to me. I know it says click with the mouse, but on a laptop, the trackpad is the mouse. Now, put your finger on it. Yeah, doesn't matter which finger. Good choice. Now, move it down to your email icon. The little envelope. What do you mean, what does it look like? It looks like an envelope! Fine, you don't like the computer? Don't use it. Sure, we can exchange it for a salad spinner. Goodbye.
That's a Hanukkah present you're regretting, huh?
I won't say that all senior citizens who can't master technology should be publicly flogged, but if we made an example of one or two, it might give the others incentive to try harder.
I had a great idea. You know how we're always having to stop and solve differential equations, like when you're doing Fourier analysis or using the Schrodinger equation?
Howard doesn't. He's only an engineer.
I was thinking we could write a little app that would use handwriting recognition and then run it through a symbolic evaluation engine. You just use your smartphone, take a picture of the equation, and bam!
You know what's a great app? The one that makes fart noises.
You know, Leonard, that's actually a valid idea. Very good.
Can you say that and not make it sound like I'm a cat who learned how to use the toilet?
No. Like, the two achievements are equally surprising and equally admirable. Though, if pressed, I'd have to give a slight edge to the cat. I'll save you the pain and nervousness of waiting for the answer. I agree to be part of your project. Congratulations.
Oh, yay for me. What about you guys? I can't promise anything, but people do make money off stuff like this.
A few extra bucks would be nice. I could finally move out of my mother's house.
Where would you go?
I always dreamed about building a little place of my own over the garage.
You know, if I made more money, I could take time off from work and give pretty girls submarine rides.
What's that? Some weird sex thing?
No. You take pretty girls underwater in your private submarine and you show them fish. Why does everything have to be dirty with you?
I was thinking we could work on this at night, and then maybe in a couple of weeks we'll have ourselves an app to sell.
Sounds like we're in business.
I think we should take a picture to capture this moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was that the best 99 cents I ever spent, or what?
So, we're about to shoot this scene in the movie where the killer ape DNA is slowly taking over my body.
Okay.
But I realize they're gluing fur everywhere except my cleavage. So, I asked the director why, and he says it's important to the story that my boobs be the last things to turn ape.
It's sweet that he thinks there's a story.
Oh, and there's not even a bathroom on set. I have to go to the gas station across the street. I mean, I was dressed like half an ape and still not even close to the most disgusting person in there.
Leonard, I could use your assistance.
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Well, now that I've given up string theory, I'm struggling to find my next area of focus. So, in your professional opinion, which of these areas do you think is the most promising?
Well, I think there's some really innovative stuff going on in dark matter.
That's helpful. Okay, of these four areas...
Sheldon, what did we say about being a nicer friend?
Thank you.
Leonard, what did we say about being a gullible weenie?
He's just so frustrating.
You're trying too hard. You need to do something else. Get your mind off it.
Hey, how about we bring back Anything Can Happen Thursdays?
Hey, that's good. Why'd you guys stop doing that?
You made fun of us, said it was stupid.
Yeah, sounds like me. All right, come on, Sheldon, what do you say?
All right.
I officially reinstate Anything Can Happen Thursday.
Great. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Starting to remember the problem with Anything Can Happen Thursdays. That is unbelievable. Good for Bert.
Damn, the MacArthur Genius Grant.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Everything is stupid and I want to go home.
That's Sheldon's way of saying he's proud of Bert, too.
Yeah, it's not even called the Genius Grant. It's the MacArthur Fellowship. Just like it's not Frankenstein, it's Frankenstein's monster. Which brings us back to that hulking simpleton over there. And if anyone's a genius, I brought that full circle.
How much money did he win?
Over $500,000.
Wow.
Well, he doesn't have to use it for research. He can do whatever he wants with it.
Oh, good. Maybe he could build a nicer bridge to live under.
Here it comes.
Wait, be polite.
I know how to behave.
Do you?
Hey, congratulations, Bert.
Yeah, good for you.
Thanks. I was as surprised as anybody. When they called and told me I won, I didn't believe them. And then they said, no, you really won. And then I said, cool.
Someone called George R.R. Martin. This guy knows how to finish a story.
Gotten pretty good at telling it. Well, see ya.
Some genius. I zinged him with sarcasm he didn't even notice.
I know, and it was the greatest sarcastic quip I've ever heard.
Well, aren't you a peach?